Residents in the Philippines breathing a sigh of relief today as tropical storm Kaitak blew out of the country. Kaitak swept across the main island of Luzon yesterday, triggering floods and landslides.
It left 7 people dead and 2 others missing. Now, storm warnings are still in effect in the northern provinces of the Philippines.
Residents living in low-lying areas were warned to evacuate. The country's disaster council is giving relief aid to nearly 1 million people affected by last week's flood.
But officials are optimistic that most people will be able to return home within a week. Now, Kaitak is expected to make landfall in Hong Kong later today, possibly as a typhoon.
Now, some areas in the Philippines are, of course, still dealing with the aftermath of devastating floods that hit the country last week. And aid agencies are trying to help the more than 2 million people who were affected.
Non-governmental organization Mercy Relief is one of them. And we have Chief Executive here, Hassan Ahmad, in studio with us. Hassan, thanks for joining us. What is Mercy Relief's efforts in the Philippines currently?
Well, we have had a team in the Philippines to help out in the Metro Manila and also the Navotas city, where we actually distributed food and water and also tarpaulins for shelter for those who have been displaced by the storm, and to about 1,100 families over the last 1 week.
But what about in the long term or medium term, Hassan? Waterborne illnesses and displacement of families living in evacuation centers, what's being done for them?
Well, that's what we call, the humanitarians call it, the potential or the risk of a secondary disaster, the epidemics where people are all put together in a very congested, overcrowding place of stay. And I'm not sure about us talking about the longer term because the typhoons, more typhoons are coming. It's only the 13th typhoon, and for a country, yes, for a country which hosts about an average of 20 typhoons. So we are still doing at the acute phase where we're still distributing and helping the authorities to help stabilize the situation on the ground. So a lot of food, a lot of water, clean water for survival at this point of time.
Okay, well, Mercy Relief is also involved in a lot of other situations here, and I think one of them is North Korea has asked for help to help its efforts for the flood victims. Tell us what Mercy Relief is doing.
Well, it's been busy times for us at Mercy Relief with the the southwest monsoon, and Mercy Relief is currently working with the DPR Korea government to address the food shortage there, where UN has said that 2/3 of the 24 million population are suffering from the chronic food shortage. And we've sent out 2 shipments of food and water filtration system to Pyongyang, and we are expecting a team there also sometime very soon.
But what about the government? Is it cooperating though with Mercy Relief in terms of bringing food to who needs it the most?
Well, we've been working very closely with the MFA of DPR Korea, and they've also linked us up to the World Food Program, and so far it's been smooth. And I think we couldn't have asked for more better cooperation from the DPR Korean government so far.
Okay, tell us about other regional efforts that's currently in the spotlight as well.
Well, the floodings have reached to Myanmar and China and Taiwan, and I think these are areas which are going to be hit again and again over the next couple of months, the monsoon period. And we've been very busy also in Myanmar. We had a team last week there to help out with the floods and also the conflict areas, the armed conflicts. And these are some of the areas apart from Iran, as we all know, but I don't think Iran is as bad as the Bam earthquake in 2003, where more than 26,000 perished that time. So I think, but it's still busy and hectic, chaotic times in Asia, especially in the northeast and the southeast areas.
So specifically, what sort of assistance are you offering these places?
Well, I think the most important right now is to help stabilize the situation in terms of food and water and shelter, so that the displaced ones, can be protected from the natural elements.
Okay, and if the public wants to help, what can they do?
Well, without the donations, I don't think we can continue as much as the support that we've been providing to the affected countries. And we hope that the public can go to the Mercy Relief website and also call us at our hotline and to donate, and so that Mercy Relief can continue our ongoing relief efforts.
Right, and that is the website there and the telephone number as well. Thank you very much, Hassan, for joining us. I've been speaking with Hassan Ahmad, and he is the Chief Executive of Mercy Relief. Well,